Turquoise has a shade of blue and green that is so recognizable it is now its own color. The color was actually named after the stone. Turquoise can sometimes show yellow coloring and can oftentimes have brown or black veins or streaks throughout. These streaks are called a matrix. Turquoise is a hydrated phosphate of copper and aluminum. Pieces of turquoise that are more greenish are caused by small amounts of iron. Turquoise forms best in arid climates, and it forms when rain percolates down through soil and rock. This rainwater dissolves small amounts of copper. When the water eventually evaporates, the copper combines with aluminum and phosphorus to release tiny amounts of turquoise onto the walls of subsurface fractures. It is extremely rare for turquoise to form into recognizable points. It typically forms in small masses with a lumpy appearance. If it is found in crystal form, it is almost always under an inch long, and turquoise is an opaque crystal. Turquoise is often a secondary material, meaning that it is just a byproduct of different mining processes. It usually forms close to larger deposits of copper. Miners are specifically looking for copper, which makes it the primary material, but if a large-scale copper mining operations find a valuable enough cache of turquoise, they pause their process so turquoise miners can come in and dig. While it is usually just a byproduct of copper mining, there are a lot of small-scale mines that are meant just for turquoise. The most valuable turquoise is sky blue and has little to no visual dark inclusions. A large piece with no matrix is extremely desirable. Typically, turquoise that has a more greenish hue will not be as expensive as the most sought-after color, often described as robin's egg blue. In antiquity, the most desirable turquoise was found in modern-day Iran. Today, the turquoise that is most valuable is typically found in Arizona. Turquoise is relatively soft for a mineral that is so often used for jewelry. It measures a 5 or 6 on the Mohs hardness scale depending on its quality. It can usually be scratched by a knife. Turquoise is also extremely sensitive to water, and it is a porous material, so it will absorb liquids, oils, or creams that it comes in contact with. This can cause permanent discoloration. It is important to pay close attention to where your turquoise is coming from and what it looks like. There are a very large number of fakes on the market. Most commonly, dyed white howlite is passed off as authentic turquoise. Almost all of the genuine turquoise on the market today has been stabilized. Because turquoise is so porous and soft, often stabilizers like resin will be added to raw turquoise to make it more durable, preserve its color, and make it easier to carve. This is so common that you will rarely find raw turquoise that hasn't been treated. This preserves the stone. Look out for part 3 where we'll get into how to use turquoise.